drown out your bad thoughts. Weightless, don't falter underwater. Hands full of regrets, cut my hair on a Monday. Not sure if I broke, don't want as looking my way. Try to hide away. Please don't tell me that I'm still struggling. The world's on fire and my anger is bubbling again. And you know I f***ed up when you fill in my headspace. I can't really stomach all the mistakes that I've made. Try to hide away, and I keep on running, but the world keeps on turning. Now every summer the world keeps burning and burning. Will it get better? Please don't tell me that I'm still struggling. My world's on fire and my anger is bubbling again. And I saw you dancing, head underwater. Try to drown out your bad thoughts. Weightless, don't falter underwater. And sand, come lay your head in my lap. Dry your eyes, you can drift off and nap. Sand, come lay your head in my lap. Dry your eyes, you can drift off and nap. Close your eyelids, it'll all go away. Close your eyelids, it'll all go away. Close your eyelids, it'll all go away. Close your eyelids, it'll all go away.
First of all, why don't you start out just telling us who you are, where you're from, what you do?
Yeah. I'm Andy, aka Postrich Bear. I make music under this name. Just me. I have some people. Obviously, when I perform live, usually I have a full band, but recording-wise, everything is just me. So this is kind of like my project or whatever. Besides a few accompaniment people that I have bring in, for example, like trumpet and cello in the past, which I cannot play. So I have them come in for the recording and of course live too. Yeah, I mean, I mainly do music. I just graduated recently last year, and now I work in a library besides that for my day job.
Awesome. What brought you into music? What made you want to start working on it, and when did you start?
So I started music like most people do, where you like, I don't know, you listen. I think I was listening to like 80s hair metal or something in like elementary school, and I think I really wanted an instrument. Everyone I knew played guitar, so I didn't want to be like everyone else. So for some reason, I wanted to play the bass. So I remember I got a bass, I think, in like the sixth grade. Then obviously eventually started learning other instruments throughout the years besides bass. So that way I could expand my songwriting capabilities. Because believe it or not, writing songs on bass, while super fun, is not always the easiest. So I was kind of forced to learn more traditional, like piano, guitar, and stuff as far as being a songwriter. Carry on. I don't really mind it. Hope you always find it where you want. Sit all alone, watch another movie. Hoping it can soothe me long enough to get rid of all the stupid shit I did. But you can't forget, 'cause you'll always carry it. It's a heavy load. Sweet empty bliss. Sit and watch the sunrise. Sit and soak the sunshine in the yard. All alone, dancing in the moonlight, hoping that the night goes on and on. To forget all the stupid shit I did. But you can't forget, 'cause you'll always carry it. It's a heavy load. And star-crossed lovers, by the morning they were gone, sang a tune, but there's an ending to every song. On the highway, will this road be long enough to take me somewhere I can finally belong? It's a heavy load.
Do you think you could describe your artistic process? At the very least, the closest you can get, what does it look like when you're writing or recording a new song? Maybe it's completely chaotic, but maybe you have some kind of a structure to it.
So it's I'm definitely one of those people that like as I write something, it either immediately clicks or it just doesn't. So like I'll strum some chords, I'll find a little lead, have a little melody in my head, and I'll try and sit down and kind of, flesh it out. First on guitar, piano. That's usually what I start with. Kind of skeleton structure, and then kind of like try and do lyrics as I'm building the skeleton structure. The weird thing for me is that if for some reason, even if the music's like phenomenal, if I can't find lyrics to put to it, I almost always scrap the song, which kind of it kind of sucks, and it like actually frustrates me sometimes because I'll write something like, oh man, like I love this musically, but I just can't find words, or I can't find something that sounds good to sing along with it. So I usually end up scrapping it, even if I like really love like all the musical aspects to it or all the instruments that I added to it.
It's always when the rain's not pouring down. Please don't leave me now, 'cause I'm scared of traveling on. And I really love this town, even when everybody's gone. And I know things will change, and that nothing can stay the same. But I wish I could keep it all in place before everyone goes away. Please don't leave me now, 'cause I'm scared of traveling on. And I really love this town, even when everybody's gone.
Another slightly silly question. Is there a movie that always makes you laugh no matter how many times you watch it?
Okay, yeah, actually, I do know the answer to this one. So it's a movie called Mystery Men. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay. Highly recommend it. I think it came out in maybe late 90s, early 2000s. CeeLo Green is in it.
Okay.
When he was a part of the Goody Mob. They're the not so Goody Mob in the movie. It's this like kind of superhero spoof movie. I highly recommend it though. It's one that I have always watched as a kid, and I thought it was hilarious as a kid. And then I got older and I rewatched it and I was really scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, you know where the bubble kind of gets burst when you're like, oh, this is actually trash. No, but I rewatched it when I was older and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, this this movie's still hilarious. It's not good, but it's just hilarious. I suggest everyone watch it if you need a good laugh ever. Mystery Men. Yeah.
I will have to add it to my list. That sounds good. 3 bands that you think everyone should go listen to, like, today?
So I think one of them is a band from Corvallis called Friend of My Youth, and they have a new release which is phenomenal. I think it's really great. They have a song on there called Dark Charizard, which I listened to for I think like 2 months on repeat. Like I just like wake up and like while like making breakfast and stuff, I would just blast that song to get me ready for the day. Um, and I would highly recommend them. They're just like emo, like pop feelings, really good. It's really good though. Another one would be Floating Room, which is an artist from Portland. And they make this kind of like atmospheric pop, I guess. It's really good, kind of shoegazy, kind of, but still has those like pop elements. And their vocals are like phenomenal. I love what they do. And then for the last one, Nicholas Kurgovich, and I'm sorry I'm butchering that last name. And I should know because I listen to them all the freaking time. But I don't know how to say their last name properly, obviously. I think, yeah, everything they've put out is super good. But they're like much more like kind of minimal, relaxing music, I guess. But I feel like these three are ones that I recommend to people that I feel like will click for people. They can find something no matter what, probably.
Only you can make me feel like I'm not lonely, staring at me like I'm something holy, some kind of hero that you'd always miss. But I'd never ever let you be like this. Watching anime, laying down on the couch. When I don't show you, just always seem to lounge around, smoking weed and hanging with your friends. But for you, I hope that it never ends. You're way better now, with nothing to hold you down. And I know that you'll be way better than I could ever be. I'm sorry I was fighting with my body. You were only 12 and I was always sobbing. Should've stuck around with you way more at home, so you never had to feel alone. But call me, I'll be there if you need me to solve things. Pick you up when you find yourself crawling. I can be some hero if you need, but I know you're big enough to spread your wings. Proud of you and all that you are doing. Got your own life, make sure to keep on moving. Be the person that you wanna be. I'll be here if you ever need me. You're way bigger now, oh, with nothing to hold you down. I know that you'll be way better than I could ever be. Sorry I was fighting with my body. You were only 12 and I was always sobbing. I should've stuck around with you way more at home, so you never had to be alone. But only you can make me feel like I'm not lonely, staring at me like I'm something holy, some kind of hero that you'd always miss. But I'd never ever let you be like this. All right, this is going to be my last song. It's also going to be one of the songs off the new album coming out. Thanks so much again to KBVR for having me. This has been really fun. Again, I hope everyone out there has been having somewhat of a good time. Again, I'm Postrich Bear. You can find my music on Bandcamp, postrichbear.bandcamp.com. Also, my 3 most recent albums are on all streaming platforms, whether you listen on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, whatever works for you. Anyways, this is my last song. Hope you guys have a good one. I was dreaming of the West Coast, thinking of it like some old ghost. You were running past the fog lake, where I buried all my old ways. Now I'm getting drunk, now I'm getting drunk, hate myself, then I throw up. Now I'm getting drunk, now I'm getting drunk, hate myself, then I throw up. Said I'd see the world someday, but I never saw it that way. Doing drugs in some backyard, feeling stuck without a restart. I was so young, I was so young, so young. Now I've grown, but I'm still dumb. I was so young, I was so young, so young. Now I've grown, but I'm still dumb. I'm feeling in my head, feeling in my head, in my head. It's been hard to go to bed, feeling in my head, feeling in my head, in my head. Let me live or let me rest. Thank you. I'm Postrich Bear.